There you go. I was on mute. Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. I am Lizzie, your host of the LizyT show. We are here live, not only on my YouTube channel, but Facebook, Instagram. Sorry, we'll be downloaded on Instagram. I was speaking to the guest. We are also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, and I don't know how many other platforms, but we are not able to connect with Instagram yet because one of the things about StreamYard is that you can connect to a lot of platforms, but unfortunately not right now on Instagram. But I think that's going to change pretty soon. A lot of people are asking. So we'll see. We'll see. You guys are in for a treat. We are so excited to be able to introduce to you this lady. I've known her, it's going to be at least 5 years, if not more. She is a Canadian singer songwriter, a great lady. I consider her my friend because we kind of connect through social media. She lets me know of her update, her new accolades, new upcoming gigs, new things, new awards. She was nominated internationally many times, and the list goes on. Very accomplished. And so I'm so honored to bring her here to speak about new things that are happening. And obviously, she always counts on me on the show for me to reveal all those great things that are happening to her. And to be honest, every time a singer, a writer, an entrepreneur, or even somebody is in business lets me know of what's going on in their life, I feel so honored, so privileged, because I mean, who am I, this little show, to get feedback and be updated in things that are happening in your life. So thank you, Sabrina. So yeah, the chat is open. Our social media is going, and so if you need to interact with us, please do so. Facebook is one of the ones that most people like to commit. So you want to say hello, I will just displaying right over here. And so for you to be able to for us to read your question, your comment, or just to say congratulations or even hello. So absolutely, I'm very excited. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background of this lady because some of you probably don't know very much about her, especially if you just started to follow me in the last 2 years. You probably are thinking, who is this grandiose? Who is this amazing lady that is on the line right now? So I will let you know. Um, this lady is, as you can see in the picture, an incredible lady. Her name is Sabrina Fallah. She is a rock singer, songwriter, and guitar from our Canada's capital, Ottawa. Yeah, she grew up listening to Michael Brandt, Avril Lavigne, Kelly Clarkson, Simple Plan, and many others like her. Her influence are Green Day, Bon Jovi, and Billy Idol, famous Billy Idol. She has been told that she sings with her raspy edge and powerful voice. She sounds like Joan Jett, Pat Bennett, and the Cranberries and Melissa Etheridge. You know what? I love the Cranberries. So it's one of the groups that I really love. There's one song that it just escaped right now, but is very cool. The producer Sabrina had the opportunity to work with our Stuart Epps of Elton John and Led Zeppelin. Wow, Twisted Sister, Chris Barrick, and Peter Gabriel, and many others. That's a very accomplished lady. And in January 2019, Sabrina got us signed to Dance Plant Record with distribution for her music by the Orchid of iTunes. In November, Sabrina got her first Main Street interview with the song Frontline and Hurt. Hurt is my favorite. You heard me talk not only on my radio show, but also here. And I don't know, it's all about being heard and trying to recover. It's very melodic. She is being played on 860 AM, 94 FM, and yeah, she always lets me know I'm on the radio. I'm on the radio. Massachusetts and United States, and thanks to Ron Carson for giving her the opportunity for her music. In 2020, Sabrina had the interview with Brian Sullivan. Wow. on WBLK 12:30 a.m. In 2021 with Brian, and asked Sabrina to join her co-star this morning show. I think I read this, but I wasn't aware. So congratulations! Sabrina's music is getting airplay on Ken Country, classic rock, and 14:50 a.m. in West Renwick. Uh, the list goes on, guys. It's just so many things that she's been doing. Wonder what 2022 is being like. Hopefully, she's able to perform more, and she's able to be part of, things are starting to come back to normal. So we'll see. We'll see what this lady is all about. What is she up to, and what does she have to share for us today? So let's welcome her with a Well, they're good, aren't they?
That was awesome.
Well, we need applause. The
Yes,
more
of
the
course.
merrier, especially the last 2 years. I mean, being part of the world and being out there, it's just like, what a relief, what a
I
crazy
know,
nightmare.
right?
It is, it is. You look amazing as always, beautiful. You look incredible. Love your makeup, your background. I think you're adding more poster. I'm not sure. Last time we had this conversation,
That's my Green Day posters. Yeah.
you have added more, right?
No, it's the same amount, but I'm probably in a different angle. But
Gotcha. So, Sabrina, for people that are watching us or will be watching us later on, hello. If you want to comment, everyone, do not forget. Oh, Mandy, thank you so much for joining us. Mandy's an incredible lady. She has so many things going, author, writer,
oh,
co-host of
nice.
another show. So that's incredible. Thank you so much, Elton, for joining us. So that's one of your fans or your friends, I assume.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
I'm glad I honestly don't know.
okay, so thank you. My daughter is the same as Sabrina, and her birthday was happy birthday to your daughter, Mandy. That's awesome. Thank you. Happy birthday. So, Sabrina, you've been interview after interview, like holy mackerel. Like, wow, every time I turn on my computer, you are there doing amazing things, being part not only here in Canada, also in United States, also in South America. I mean, one of my friends co-hosts in
Yeah.
Chile was able to
Yeah.
interview with this broken English. I don't know where else
Yeah.
you've gone, Argentina. I have no
Oh
idea, but
my
you're
God.
all over, and I guess a lot of
Europe.
publicity, a lot of things are happening to you. Give us a little bit of background.
Wow. Well, I'm being played in many countries, so
Yes.
yeah, it's just yeah. So, but during the pandemic, during the 2 years of the pandemic, all I did was send my music out to radio stations, and that's how I got on the radio. Because I just said I have 2 years I can't go out, I can't do anything. I might as well spend it submitting my music, and it worked because everybody was home and nobody was
Mm-hmm.
that busy. So people were answering me back faster than normally they would be busy doing things. But I just didn't sit around saying I can't do anything and stop. I just said, uh, I just thought about it and said, you know what? I'm sure there's other things I can do to push my music, and I did it, and I'm still doing it, and I'm still getting played. Yeah, it's
Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, congratulations. This lady has actually worked really hard to get her music across. And for some of you that don't know a little bit about her stuff, because It's incredible. Here you get to see, this is her website. Guys, follow her, sabrinafallah.com. This is her website. Lots and lots of music. Heart, it's right here. My favorite, right? As you can see, Paradise Comes Across Rice. It's very nice music. Your style, has it changed in the last 2 years, Sabrina? Are you going a little bit more country, a little bit more rock, or you still split in the middle?
It's fun. It's funny you said country because I'm like, where are you going to get a country? But it's funny. Hurt.
It's country.
People say it's country, but it's not country. It's actually a soft ballad, and it's a rock ballad. But when I recorded with Ken Wells in Nashville, that worked with Dolly Parton, for some reason, there's a little bit of country. But when I'm singing it, it's not the country. It's not in my vocals. It's in the production. It's in the music. So it's interesting. But no, I'm not going country. I'm still doing the same thing. I'm working on some new stuff. So I don't know when it's going to be released, but I'm still working on it. I'm still going to be the same me doing my thing. I might go harder sounding or softer sounding, but I'm not going to get out of my genre. But yeah, you know, whatever comes, I do because things can change along the way. But I like rock, and I'm gonna stick to it. But yes, Hurt does have a tint of country, but actually, I've tried sending it to country stations, and they turned it down. So
Okay. Okay. So
obviously, it's not that. No, I tried because I said people think it's country, and they're like, "Well, it's not that country." I said, "Well, I'm just trying it." So country stations have not accepted it, but it's interesting. Adult contemporary stations have accepted it. Variety stations have accepted it. Soft rock stations have accepted it. So at least it's still got a home, you know.
mhm, mhm.
But yeah,
Well, Sabrina, Mandy is asking for some samples, and I think Mandy, I think we're gonna have to go to her website, or there I'm showing Spotify. Listen to "Hurt." It's a beautiful, beautiful
yeah.
song. One of my
Spotify.
favorites. I think I've played it so many times on the radio. It's just I just can't get enough of it. So now that things are starting to, especially you being in Ottawa, Canada's capital, any appointments or any bookings for you to be able to play live?
This year I didn't rush to it because I was not ready to just go out there with the pandemic just stopping. Like I know people are doing it, but I'm like, I'm probably gonna do it next year. I didn't want to just jump into it and just go because people are still getting sick and it's still out there. And but I do stuff virtually, and I do perform during my interviews on the radio. I am doing performances, but I'm not doing it
Hmm.
outside just yet. I'm just giving myself a little more time, but I will go out there. But
Hmm.
I just thought that this year I would just slowly ease into it and focus on writing and getting things going for new projects. So when I go out, I have new music also to perform and release. So yeah, I'm
Hmm.
not the type to and people who are touring right now, they're getting sick too. So it's not like it's going to be different now because COVID is out there and more things are going to come. It's not just COVID. So you just have to take care of yourself. But now that we have the internet and ways to do it online, a lot of people are doing it online now too.
It's true. A lot of people are trying to being able to still do the online interviews, online collaborations. And I know that you've done a lot of collaboration with other musicians. Anyone in particular right now that you can think of that is that you would like to collaborate, or you've done any collaboration in the last few years?
The thing is, if I ever wanted to work with an artist that is now, I would love to work with the Green Day. With Green Day. Green Day would be the collaboration, but that's a dream, and never say never because it can happen.
It's true. It's true.
But anybody that wants to work with me, I'll work with them, but our voices have to be able to be
Match.
matching and blend well. And or I do co-write, so if you want to write a song with me so I can sing it, I can do that too. I do that. But singing wise, voices have to blend properly,
Mm-hmm,
or
mm-hmm.
else it's gonna sound odd, off. But yeah. But that how to find the right voice is you ask the person, can you sing like this? Do you like this style of music? That's the style I'm looking for. How high
Mm-hmm.
can you go? How high is your range? What can and that's how you find it. But I haven't yet found somebody to sing with, but that would be interesting. I would actually do it. It sounds like fun to try.
Not only that, I mean, there's probably that magical person that you know, you can connect with, not only just to that intimate level, but also into the same range that it complements each other's voice instead of just, you know, coming up with whatever. So I'm very, very curious. I'm pretty sure there's somebody there. Maybe you haven't found it, but I think it's a possibility. Mandy's saying Green Day. Who I think she likes that one too. Very happy
Billy
about that. It
Joe.
gets yes, yes. One of the things that I wanted to ask you, Sabrina, you've been nominated, if I'm not mistaken, at least 3 nominations in awards and all that. So, can you name a couple
Really?
for people, especially in the
Really?
last 2 years? And I
I
know that you came really close to getting awarded or winning the
for
award, but I think it's just the fact that you were just nominated. I think that means a lot.
that to me, just being nominated is enough. Like winning is good, but just being chosen to be in an award is amazing. Like they chose me, that's great. And whoever wins, I'm happy for them to be in that category with them is fantastic. So, but I was hoping to win, but it's okay.
Mm,
Yeah, you don't always win, but it's okay. I'm not in it to win it all the time anyway. I'm just having fun, and I'm being seen and being heard, and being there is fantastic. And
absolutely.
I'm
Well,
happy
thank you
they
so
chose
much,
me.
Mandy, for being here. Make sure that you do connect with this amazing lady if you want. She's also a podcast. She has a show, her own show, and so if you want to be part of her connection, that's another one to have under your belt. Mandy is amazing. Mandy Robinson, thank you so much. How many would you actually nominated?
I cannot remember. I was nominated in three.
Well, I know of 2. One that you,
Well, I think I was in the ISSA one, I think.
and there was
I honestly cannot remember because there's so many things and I just can't remember. But I know I was nominated, but I can't remember in my head.
I know that you were nominated the one for Argentina, which
Yes,
was the one that we know all now because I was one of the hosts there.
and I was
And then there
watching
was
it.
another one that you sent me to vote for you. That's 2.
Wait,
And there's a
okay, no, I can't remember. I thought it was that one. No, I know I've
so
been nominated for a few, but I'm thinking of the past and not the present. So sometimes I get nominated for things and I don't even know, So I'm like, I
you
was
find out later
nominated.
on.
I find out later on. Yeah.
Well, it feels I know it must feel amazing, and I know that you probably appreciate all your nominations and all the parts that are come from it, right? Not only people get to know you, people get to know your music, they can hear your music, and then obviously if they want to work with you or if they want to call you to perform online, all of those
Exactly.
things are very, very important, and that gives you exposure. Number one, that's really what you want to be able to have exposure,
Hmm.
and all over the world, not just here in Canada, not
Oh,
just in
worldwide.
US. You want to be able to have it all over the place.
Hmm.
So Sabrina, one of the things that I also wanted to elaborate and even comment is your your presence. I know that interviews for you are very, very important because you get to talk, you're on the media all the time, and people get to know who the real Sabrina is. And talk about real Sabrina, we can't let go the cats and the squirrel scenes
Oh,
on TikTok. And
yeah.
actually you're doing it on Instagram now.
I'm doing it everywhere. Actually, the thing is, I love interviews and I love just talking and having fun. At the beginning, I used to be shy, but then I said, just be yourself. And if people like you, that's good. If they don't like you, who cares? So I'm just being me. I'm just being silly old me, goofy, just having fun. And if my cat decides to open the door and walk in, he comes in. Yeah, yep, I'm still feeding the squirrels, and my cat is named Billy after Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. Yes, I called him after Billy. And yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, and the
Mhm.
squirrels are
And it looks
doing
like
just
you're having
fine.
fun. Not only you're showing, that's really what I love about you. It's not you're not really showing the professional Sabrina, the singer Sabrina, the one that's always, trying to come up with music. You're showing the personable side of you, the normal side of you, right? That you have a house with a black area, that you have squirrels on, and that you have fun, that you feed them, I don't know if you're raising this little thing, but
Ah, they live in my yard, and they're staying because the food is there, and they're
mhm,
people say squirrels are the worst, they wreck everything, you shouldn't feed them.
that's right.
In the last 8 years, they haven't done anything to my house. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So obviously I'm doing, either I'm just being nice and kind to them and I'm feeding them and respecting them, because I don't know why they would go and damage the houses, but I don't know, but I have never had any problems with squirrels entering my house or anything. They never did. They never came in. They actually will not come into the house because
Wow.
they don't want to be trapped,
Mhm, mhm.
you know? Animals don't like to be trapped, especially chipmunks. They will want out.
It's true. They're free. I don't want to forget. I know I was showing your website too earlier, but I want to make sure that if people are seeking interviews, or they want somebody to be on their for you to be on their show, or if they want you to perform online, where can people reach you?
Oh.
Mhm.
All of my social media outlets. They can go Facebook, Twitter. They can even go to my website. I have a contact spot there where they can contact me from my website. They can email me, message me on any website, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm even on MySpace, if you know it or not. Still, we from Nation, SoundCloud. I'm on everything. Snapchat, TikTok. Oh, TikTok. You'll see a lot of videos on TikTok.
It looks like you're having way too much fun on TikTok. So here it is, everyone. It is the contact tab.
Yep.
Her website is sabrina.com. I love this platform because I'm able to share people's life
Yep.
website and live information. And unfortunately, one of the things that Instagram does not allow to do that for right now, but I know things gonna change.
Oh,
So anyhow,
really?
um, The tabs are here, the home, the about, if you want to know a little bit more, events, the gallery. I was just showing that, the audio, the video. She has a blog. I didn't know you had a blog. There you are, which you are basically documenting your appearances. There you go. March 30, 2020, July 7th, and the list goes on. Look at you giving recording every single thing that you've done, and the pages
I
goes
try
to
my best.
10. Oh, wow, good for you. All the way to 2014. That is incredible.
Wow, that long?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
and
have,
that's that's what it takes. A lot of people, they probably complain. A lot of people, they just like, I don't know how to get interviews. I don't know how to get appearances. I don't know how to go on Instagram. I don't know this and that and that. But look at one of the things that I always admire about you, and I always commend, is the fact that you are definitely a pursuer, and you like, are we up to this interview? Are we going to be doing this? And you follow up, you on top of it, and you, here it is, as I'm showing on the blog, you document every single of your appearances, which is, I mean, is great for people that are looking for serious people to be on their shows. That's incredible. So we're gonna go here to your YouTube channel. Very, very well done. And all of your interviews are pretty much here too as well. I mean, I
yes,
noticed that
I do.
you've
I
been
put all my interviews on YouTube, and
mhm,
I try to put them all there because I know people cannot, if they're not in the area or they're not able to go online to hear it. I put not the long interviews because nobody's going to listen to an hour interview sometimes, but I put a snippet of the interview and they can hear it and watch it and tune in, so it's fantastic, and everything's there.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, I can see that you keep a very good track of all of your stuff. Is pretty awesome, very incredible. All your accolades are right here, and that's a lot. That's a lot. If you would like to subscribe,
I
everyone,
can't
is
hear
right
you.
here. YouTube user Sabrina Fallah, it's right there, and you can subscribe, and definitely gives a thumb up. And one of the things that I love about YouTube too is once you subscribe or once you give a thumb up, you can always comment. And I get a lot of comments from people on my YouTube channel saying, "You don't know what you're doing. This is not doesn't look professional." All of the then I get all of the good comments saying, "Great show. I love the way you handle this gas. I love how you show people's website, how their work." And all that good stuff. So you get both, which is awesome. I don't mind criticism. Constructive criticism is actually very, very good. We're all here to learn. I mean, this is not, we don't know it all, right, Sabrina? We are always, always, always learning and improving and making things better and making improvements for ourselves and for our guests. I mean, you probably can testify that the way you used to sing 5, 10 years ago, or even interpret a part or a piece of music, is not the same as what you're doing now. Do you think that you've done better things?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm probably gonna stop sharing. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
You can hear me? Let me. Now? Can you hear me now? No?
Mm.
Hi, can you hear me now? No? Okay, I'm wondering if I am being heard right now. Can you hear me, Sabrina?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect, yes.
But I can't hear you.
That is strange.
What is going on? This is strange. This is weird.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hmm. Oh my God.
Nothing? You
I
might
don't
want
know
to
why I can't hear you.
take off your headsets.
Do you want me to like go out and come back in?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, everyone. Well, it looks like our guest is not able to hear us right now. I'm wondering why. But she's going to try to reconnect with us and see if there is maybe some technical difficulties or just something happened. So we will be back soon. And yeah. Hello, can
There
you
you
hear me
go.
now?
Yes.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
weird. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I was able to hear you all the time. Not sure what happened. And basically, I was just talking about being able to improve. And one of the things that I love about what we both do, whether I am doing the show or doing my radios and you're doing your music, would you say that in the last 5 years since you started? You started a lot longer than that, but it's been a growth part of your life, just being able to interpret songs better and being able to learn things better and being able to experiment with other things. You are not the same Sabrina that you were, 5, 10 years ago.
No, because I've grown as a person. But I've also known that when you want something in life, you got to work for it. I never thought I would be on the radio. Like I've always dreamt like I want to turn the car on and hear myself on the radio. And then about 3 years ago, actually I got a memory on Facebook that a few days ago, 3 years ago, was the first time I heard myself on the radio in Ottawa. So that's interesting. I forgot about that. And then when you hear yourself on the radio, it's like you did it, like finally you did it. But there's more work to get to other countries, which I worked very hard. It took me 9 years to get on the mainstream
Wow.
stations. Yeah. No, sorry, not 9 years, 9 months.
Okay.
9 years.
Well, you probably been in the music industry and preparing yourself and learning and writing and producing and recording. You would say what? At least 10 years?
20.
20 years. There you go. There you go.
I'm older now.
You're older and you're
I'm older.
wiser.
I'm older. I've grown up. I know what I want more now. Like when I was younger, I'm like, I want to be a star, but then it's like, but how do I do it? It's like
Mhm.
wanting it. And then I had at 14 when I wanted to become a singer, I didn't know I had to learn vocal technique. So every time I was performing, I was not warming up my voice, thinking, hey, that was natural. But then I'm like seeing everybody doing these vocal warm ups. I'm like, maybe I'm missing something.
Mhm. Well, and then
But
you realize that after a show, after a performer, after you recording a song, and we all know that it's not just very rare that you record a song and it's all done in one take. Sometimes you have to go 3, 4, 5, 10 times before you actually get the song correctly. And if you're not exercising, if you're not warming up, if you're not training this beautiful instrument, right? It gets damaged, it gets
it
hurt,
gets
it gets
tired.
bruised,
Hmm.
tired, And I
Yeah.
can speak for myself because doing this every day, whether
Actually,
it's the radio and whether it's here, and if I don't do my or I notice that it it hurts, right?
you
And
you know
learning
that
how to use learning how to use your stomach instead of using your throat. So all of those little tips are very, very important. And I'm glad that you're seeing that it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of training, retraining sometimes. Forget what I learned, 5 years ago. I'm going to be doing things completely different because it works better. It's more efficient. I'm not going to waste time. I'm not going to be doing, redundant things. So I'm completely understand. So I know that you're working on something new, and obviously you're going to be working on something new all the time. Inspiration. I mean, the last 2 years, I think it's given us inspiration for the next 10. Where are you
huh,
getting? Where are you drawing inspiration to write stuff?
well, I'm writing, but I'm not writing about COVID. That's the thing. I see our artists writing about COVID, and I'm like, that's not me, because I don't want to release it, and then when it's all gone, and then we're singing about it. So I'm trying to write more positive, uplifting songs, not negative and being stuck in your room for 2 years. So I don't want to write anything that is negative. It can be a sad song, but not about COVID. You know what I mean? Like it can be a breakup song, but it's not going to be about being having anxiety during COVID and not being able.
Mhm.
Like I don't want to have that as something I have to sing daily to bring it back into life again. But some
Mhm.
people are writing about it, but I'm
Yes.
not gonna. I do not want to write it on paper. I still don't want to even admit to myself that I went through 2 years of COVID. You know what I mean? So I don't want to
Mhm.
put it on
Mhm.
paper. But yeah, you just have to wait and see what comes out.
Well, I'm
That's
glad
all I
that you're
can say.
sharing it. I'm glad that you're sharing it with us, and I'm glad that I'm on your top list to updates because it really means a lot. I mean, who am I to find out what is going on new in your life? I mean, this is incredible, and I appreciate you. I value your the fact that you're counting on me to share things with the world. So absolutely, we're here to support you always, always, always. And we're still listening to some stuff in the radio. I know you sent it to me when the radio is playing something that is yours, which is incredible.
Hmm.
You just said it. It feels like $1 million when somebody at radio station is playing your stuff, and you're just like, I can't believe it's
Yeah.
me. So obviously that is hard work put to test, and hard work paying off. So now we need to the hard work to come in a financial value, right? I assume that that's missing a little bit. I mean, not that it's everything for you. I know that much of you, that is not everything.
The thing about music is you have to be in it not expecting money because money does not come as fast. You think I probably made $4 from being played on the radio, mainstream. That's not a lot of money, but I'm getting paid. But if I want to make a lot of money, oh, my song has to hit, which I'm working on that.
So
I want my songs to hit, but money is not the first thing you should look for in music. You should be loving it, having passion for it, go out and enjoy it and perform and have fun. And when the money comes, you take it, but it doesn't come as fast as you think.
right, right. So you were talking about being part of the to be a hit, right? And to be a hit for some of you that the are artists or not artists or just writers, and you don't know what a hit means. Is that's when the radio is playing you over and over and over again. Does it take a manager to have that happen? Does it take an audience to be able to request your song on the radio? What does it take to become a hit?
For the requesting, you have to have the permission of the station that allows you to tell your followers if they can call in to request your song. My songs on mainstream, they're in a lot in rotation, so they're being played constantly. But I don't know how a song hits. I'm still trying to figure that out. Honestly, I don't know how songs do. I have no idea. I'm just hoping that one day somebody hears my song and likes it so much that it becomes a hit. I have no idea. But all I'm doing is I'm just keep pushing my music to the radio and hopefully one day. But I know one day somebody's going to hear it because it always happens at the right time, at the right place, on the right day. Something's going to happen. But you just have to wait and be patient, which I'm not. I'm not patient.
I think none of us are. I think we
No.
all wanted to hit, the top one or the top number one of anything. So absolutely, patience is it doesn't exist with us. But I think it
No.
has a lot to do with both having a manager that pushes things, plus having people to request your song. Right now, I know that you pretty much are working on your own. You don't have a manager. You don't have nobody that does your social media or does your emails and all that. This is all one person.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't think I will ever let anybody um, control my social media because I want to be the one talking to my followers and the people who follow me. Um, yeah, so I think I will always want to be the one access to my accounts. Emails is different, but social media, no, that's mine because I started doing it on my own from the beginning. I never had somebody doing it for me. So I want to end up doing it myself. Even if I get so busy, I still want to be the one controlling my social media.
It's a lot of work. I commend you for what you're doing because it's not just having the creative part, but actually also the administrative part. And I think that's one it becomes a little bit of challenge. Right now, it seems like you're able to handle what happens when you can't, right? When everything is too much. I
We
guess
don't
you're
know
going
yet.
to have to say, okay, fine, handle it for me.
It depends if they want to post something like an advertisement or something, they can do it. But I want to be the ones answering my followers. Like I want to be the one answering them back in the DMs and the messages and the comments and stuff. I want to be the one interacting. I don't want to have somebody else pretending to be me, which I know some big stars have people talking for them and they don't say who it is, but I know because they're so busy. But I want to be the one talking.
You're not a little bit over controller, are you? You don't like to control too much, are you?
I I don't like people taking over my thing. So if I have control of it, I can do
Mhm.
it. And honestly, I grew up on social media. Like I grew up when social media like was starting off, so like I know how to deal with it. And
Mhm.
some days I kind of press the wrong message. It's like, oh, that was bad. But I get over it. But
Mhm.
I do not go and try to find the negative posts. Like they always say, don't go and read the negative. Now, how do you know it's negative? You take a chance. But I usually only answer the people I know, and I take a chance to answer people that I don't know. I take a
Mhm.
chance
Mhm.
because
And you
sometimes
know
it's the
what? You
worst.
have to be a little bit on the careful side too, because you and I know that having somebody and to help you that could actually they could take your accounts away from you, which that had happened to me, right? And I am like not. Not happy. Not
Mm.
happy about the whole situation.
Mm-mm-mm.
I just got completely turned off to, cell phones, and we were just talking about offline about a little bit about that. So I'm sticking to laptops. I got 2 laptops over here on the studio, so it gets really tricky, and obviously to be able to have control of your own thing is a lot more important than losing your personality, because then somebody takes over and it's just, how do you get it back? It took me 2 months to get my account back. It's crazy.
I don't
Let's
know.
let's not go there, because this is about Sabrina, not about me. So Sabrina, again, the website for everybody to be able to follow is sabrinafallah.com. You can see it down here, right there, and
Yeah,
her
right there.
website right there. And yeah, this lady is amazing. So just make sure that you follow her. So also for online, for presentations, for singing partners, it's all on that website and contacts as well. So this is lots of updates, a lot of things new coming up, and absolutely one of the things, last thing I want you to share with us, and I know that I asked you this questions many times, and you sort of answer it throughout the interview, throughout our talk. I hate the word interview. About being consistent, fighting for what you like, fighting about this last year, which was completely
Yes.
at write off. But
Mm-hmm.
anything that you thought that you learned, and I'm asking these questions to everybody. What did we
Yeah.
learn? What did we take away from this last 2 years? What are the things that are imperative for your next 2 3 years that I thought, oh mine? And I'm gonna share first. You cannot depend that the world's always going to be the same. That I learned for sure. And also being
Mm-hmm.
able to reinvent themselves, because I
Mm-hmm.
loved to be able to travel, go to
Right.
different parts of Canada, even the States, and even go to
Right.
events and take my whole crew and do interviews
Mm-hmm.
live.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, if I'm comfortable, I am okay. I know I'm okay to do things, but the other person that I'm going to be talking to, they're not.
Right.
So kind of reinvent myself and depend, unfortunately, more on online FaceTime and things like this, StreamYard, for us to be able
Right.
to keep the connection, keep the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Next, what was your take?
I think mine would be more like, okay, we're told to sit in our homes and do nothing, and now I feel trapped and I'm not in control because I can't go out. What do I do? Well, instead of sitting and being sad and feeling like I have no one, and thank God we have internet, because at least this way we have communication online. Like back in the day, we had dial up internet, it wouldn't have worked. But I have learned not to give up on myself and on what I want to achieve in life. Just because certain things block it does not mean you still can't achieve it. So by having COVID happening for 2 years, it didn't stop me from pursuing my music. I said, well, if I can't do this, I'm going to do this. And I still performed. I just did it on the radio. I did it on Zoom. I did it on on shows online. Um, I did 2 BBC radio interviews.
Wow. I think I one second. It looked like you're one second. Can you hear me? Yes? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No? Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear you now. No, I can't hear you now. Yeah, is I wonder if your headset you can plug it in properly? The headset. Your headset? Okay, now? Can you talk? Mm-mm, nothing. Yes. Okay, everyone. It looks like her connection gets a little bit iffy, but we are going to be wrapping up pretty soon. As soon as she connects with us, she's able to reconnect, and we are going to say goodbye to Sabrina. She shared a lot of information was shared with us, and she keeps going and going. This has been an incredible 2 years. She was just sharing how important it is to be able to be persistent, and take away from this last few years is uh, there's other alternative, and thanks to the internet she's able to now.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, okay.
I don't know what's going on. It's weird. It
Okay,
happens.
that will.
Technology.
Yes, and so I know that you were recapping of what you actually said is that you were able to learn to use the internet and to be able to perform online, and something that you probably weren't comfortable with because you were so used to doing something else. But
Yeah.
again, that's a way of reinventing yourself, Sabrina.
Yeah.
That's a way of
I
overcoming some fears.
I don't like performing online with a video because I feel like I'm just looking at myself. It's actually
Mm,
more nervous doing it like that than actually being in front of people. But being on the radio and doing it for interviews is completely different. But like I don't do Facebook Live because I don't like sitting there like this talking to my camera. It makes me very nervous. It's because I'm not used to it. But during COVID, I had to
mm-hmm,
learn doing stuff. Now it's like, okay, it's something I had to learn. I overcame it. I faced the fear and
mm-hmm.
I did it. Now I'm more at ease. But I grew up being in front of people. So but COVID made me try and do a lot of things differently. A lot of people had to change a lot of things around, and they succeeded. If you don't try, you don't know, right? You
That's
don't
right.
know.
That's right. That's right. And you were courageous, right? A lot of people gave up. A lot of musicians said, "I can't perform. That's it. I'm done." But it wasn't your case. I actually made you stronger and
Yeah.
made you pursue things differently and a broader way worldwide. You were able to go all over the world. So I'm kudos to you for being persistent and being on top of things. So that is incredible.
Yeah, I just kept pushing through everybody on the radio till somebody said yes. And once Ron said yes to me, all the stations came afterwards. All you need is one person to like you, and everything falls into place. It's crazy, but it's amazing how fast it can go sometimes, how fast things are being put together.
Hmm.
But the work never stops because you
I
still have
know.
to keep going. Like as soon as you succeed on something, you want to get higher, you got to keep going. And
Hmm.
some days it gets difficult, and I don't know if you pray or if you believe in God or in something that,
Absolutely. Number
but
one.
but even if you don't believe in God, I believe there's always somebody leading you somewhere, because I believe that some days when I'm down and confused, something is popped up in front of me. I'm like, something had to do that, because like somebody is telling me where to go in my life. Like I don't think I got to where I am just me. somebody was telling me something, and it's hard to explain, but a lot of things have come up in front of me, and I never even asked for it. It just popped up. I'm like, what? So yeah,
Good for you.
I do believe there is something out there helping you, but it could be God, it could be something else. But I don't think in life you are achieving things on your own. I think something is helping you spiritually or somehow
Absolutely.
in
I believe
in
that
so-
a million percent. Yes. And I don't know
in
if there's
some
a million
ways.
percent. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, Sabrina, as always, we have an hour here talking, and it's been incredible. You're an amazing person. You always, surprise me. You always keep me on my toes. You always leave me at awe. The amount of work you've done this, and I know you have many others. So people can follow you on all the social media. When is your next interview? When is your next online performance?
I haven't that I don't know yet because I don't have another interview, but I do have uh, the show with Brian Sullivan every Saturday on WBLQ 12:30 a.m. at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern Time every Saturday mornings. If you want to tune in, it's on my page. You go to WBLQ.net, or if you are in the Rhode Island area in the States, you can turn it on in your car and hear it too. But it's on my page if you want to tune in and hear me on with Brian.
Wow, congratulations on your your new gig, being a radio co-host. That's awesome. This is great. Congratulations on all of your achievement, all your
Thank you.
nomination, your singing, your co-hosting, and the list goes on. This has been a pleasure always, my dear friend. Wish you continue the greatest success that you deserve, because you do indeed work really, really hard to achieve all of your accomplishments. So all the best to you. Thank you for being here, sweetheart, and we'll see
Thank
you next
you.
time.
Thank you. Bye.